You are losing money hand over fist and don't even realize it. How, you ask? Well, in this video, we're going to dive into that and see how you're losing it, don't know it, and how we can put a stop to it by putting your money to work for you. Money. Just the word money can cause jealousy, envy, or even secretiveness of people not wanting you to know how much money you have or don't have. Many people are under the old beliefs of you get a job, you work hard, you save, you retire. Unfortunately, right now, in today's climate, it doesn't really work that well. But what if I told you your quote-unquote savings is actually costing you thousands of dollars a year or more? Now, I know some people's probably saying, well, I ain't got no savings. But if you're a homeowner, don't worry, I'll touch on you later. That sounds weird. I'll get to that later. So let's say for some of you, you got a pretty good job. You've been saving as the years go by. Maybe you're just living below your means, or maybe you've just been working at the job for an extended period of time, been able to save. So let's say you got $80,000, maybe $100,000 saved up in the bank. I mean, that's a nice cushion if anything is to go wrong. I mean, heaven forbid you get an $80,000 unexpected bill, but heck, I guess it could happen. But that $80,000 just sitting in the bank could be costing you upwards of $5,000 or more a year just because you're letting it sit there. Inflation is slowly eating away at that savings like a little termite in wood, bit by bit taking away year after year. Well, in this past year, we've seen such a rise in inflation, it's more like a bulldozer taking away your hard-earned savings that you've been pining away for years at this job for. This past year, nationwide, we've seen around 6 to 7% inflation rate. That means while your money has been sitting in the bank, making maybe 0.5% if you're lucky, that money's now worth about 6 to 7% less than it was when you put it in. Now, you might be telling yourself, but I don't have $80,000. I don't have $100,000. Heck, I'm just happy when my bank account doesn't bounce at the end of the week. But you are a homeowner, correct? Yeah, I'm a homeowner. How long have you lived at the house? How much have you paid down on the mortgage? How much has your home appreciated since you lived there? Many people are sitting on a stack of cash and they don't even know it. Maybe you've paid down, 50% of your home's value since you purchased the house. And maybe it's appreciated 2% or 3%, or, like this past year, 6% or more. So your home is worth more. You've paid down the mortgage. You're sitting on what they call equity. And that equity is usable. And if you're not using it, what good's it doing you? So instead of trying to save quicker than inflation rises, why not take that equity and put it to use in real estate? Some people are starting to use this equity as a down payment or even the full purchase price of an investment property that they can either rent or flip. They both have pros and cons that I'd love to discuss with you if you're considering it. But they're putting that money to use and getting a much higher return than any kind of interest they might see in a bank account or sometimes a 401k or anything like that. And it's also much more predictable because you run the math. Unless there's some kind of drastic change between the time you bought it and the time you sell it, you're going to come out on top if you run your numbers correctly. Now, I know landlording or fixing up houses and stuff, it isn't for everybody. Not everybody has that in their DNA. But you can still put that money to work by becoming a funding partner for someone that knows what they're doing. Now, you can structure this 100 different ways, but a lot of times people will, maybe you give the down payment amount, or maybe you purchase the house for the guy that knows what he's doing. He does the fixing up, he does the contractors. All you've done is buy the house, and maybe you split the profits 50-50 when you get done. So you've invested your money, maybe for a couple months to 6 months, depending on how big the project might be, to get a return on your money by doing nothing other than putting your money to work. Either way, now your money is making you more money. This is how the 1% and the rich get richer, and now you can too. Now, hopefully that gave you a little something to think about, and hopefully these videos here give you a little something to think about too. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.